Hello, Charlie Fehl here from the Wayne State Chemistry Department. We're celebrating Periodic Table Week this week, and we wanted to do a short video on a funky little element. We use it a lot. It's sometimes called aluminum, as in the United States, but it can also be called aluminium in Britain. So I've lived on both sides of the pond where, discussing how to name aluminum or aluminium foil is a surprisingly hot button issue, not only for metal chemists, but anyone wanting to wrap up a pan of cookies baking from their oven. Everyone has a staunch opinion of how to call it aluminium or aluminum. So who's right? It turns out nobody is. The element's discoverer, Humphrey Davies, first called it alumium in 1810, which is what nobody calls it today. And that's due to a series of mistakes, one by him. So Humphrey Davy actually had a change of heart and decided to call it aluminum. So he kind of changed his mind along the way. This was taken on by Merriam-Webster of dictionary fame, who was living in the US, printed it in his first dictionary as aluminum, and there it stuck for US chemists until today. However, in Britain, where Davy was working, one of his lectures was taken on by another scientist reporting on it, who mistakenly called it aluminium, maybe just to sound more like calcium or sodium or potassium or many of the other elements that we know and love. So this kind of misspelling in a journal was taken on by a British dictionary, who called it aluminium because it sounds more like an element, where it got stuck in that way. So multiple ways to call it regardless. This is a light, strong, and very recyclable metal. It's one of the most useful. And at the end of the day, it probably does not care whether or not we call it aluminum or aluminium. So happy Periodic Table Week. For more quirky chemistry facts and videos, follow at Wayne State Chem on social media. See you next time.